Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to cleanse the space, to clear out all negative and lower vibrations from our mind, body, and soul, home and hearts, placing the white light of protection around us with this blue seal, as well as I want to call in Archangel Raphael and his green healing light, and Archangel Uriel, because we're going to be reading more, guys, out of my Setting Boundaries to Find Peace with narcissists and codependents. How to communicate with toxic people to free yourself from manipulation, gaslighting without feeling guilty. So we are still on chapter 1, and it's overused labels. And the first one was lack of empathy, and the second one was frequent attempts to monopolize conversations. And we are on overblown sense of self-importance. So these are all characteristics that a narcissistic person might have. And they have to have a certain amount of these in order to be qualified for them. So overblown sense of self-importance. The average narcissist is convinced they are the best thing since sliced bread. And they don't keep that to themselves. They feel that they are special, superior, or set apart from everyone else, and they deserve to only mingle with special people like themselves. To top it off, they also have grand fantasies about gaining massive power, admiration, fame, or even love. Because you got to remember that the narcissist has had a very tumultuous life, just like an empathic person has. The empathic person chose to not want to see other people hurt as a result of them hurting so bad, but the narcissist chooses to hurt others as a result of their own pain and their own low self-esteem and low self-worth. That's why they overblow it, and they rally around people that feed into this, this grandiose personality. Shallow relationships. Most narcissists are not capable of showing empathy. This is reflected in the quality of relationships that they have with others. No matter how intense or committed they may seem to someone, they view the relationship as transactional, and they only participate when they have a lot to gain. So if the person can bring them status, if the person can bring them wealth, they will love bomb or, build up that friendship and do whatever they have to do and say whatever they have to say in order so that they can gain that relationship, so that they can gain that status. And then as soon as they have your trust, their goal at that point would be to bring you down to a very low level, to where you will no longer have any self-worth, and you allow them to control the relationship. And they generally try to isolate you and make it to where you don't have anybody close to you. They will always be around. They will monitor your conversations on your phone. As soon as anybody comes over, they are in the room, on top of the conversation, monopolizing the conversation. You will never get time alone with that person that they're with. So the last part one of the other parts is gaslighting. This is another popular buzzword that refers to the situation when someone says or does something to you and later denies the words or actions in such an expert manner that you are convinced that you hallucinated those events. They do this to make you discredit your own senses and rely on their judgment rather than your own. There are a lot of narcissistic traits apart from unpopular ones, which come up in different forms in response to certain social behaviors. A narcissistic trait also depends on what kind of narcissist that they are. So we will get into types of narcissists and what they do. I, unfortunately, as an empath, have experienced a lot of dealings with narcissistic behavior. I studied psychology. I have a master in psychology. I was, again, on the human trafficking team. So I know the red flags as soon as I'm around that person. And they generally know that I know who they are. A healed empath is a narcissist's worst nightmare. So just know that you are more powerful than they are. And that is why they view you as a threat and want to take you down. So I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.